to ETBU Extra. We're live from CC's Pizza each Wednesday here in Marshall, Texas. And if you join us during the lunchtime here at CC's, you can have the buffet and drink for $5 as we're here from noon to 1 talking Tiger basketball presently. Just got visiting with the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Dustin Howard. In just a minute, Taylee Alexander is going to join us. But first, I want to reveal how the vote went on this week's ETBU fan poll. You'll find the fan poll each week on the ETBU Athletics Facebook page. Of course, this week you had an opportunity to vote which performance do you like by a Tiger basketball player. You had a chance to vote for Lady Tiger Amanda Rucker and Tiger basketball players Andre Gray and Jamil Samuel. Of course, Samuel, one of the leading block shot blockers in the nation right now. Well, the vote came in, and the vote was won easily, according to Adam Ledyard, SID. He told me Amanda Rucker won it with 91% of the vote. And she is this week's ETB Fan Poll winner. Of course, it's brought to you by Team of Higher Purpose, the Workmans here in Marshall, Texas, of course, your local Advocare representative. All right, time now on ETB Extra as we have our Christmas show here from CC's in Marshall, Texas, to visit with Taylee Alexander, a member of the ETBU Lady Tiger basketball team. And Taylee, my first question is, what is your favorite Christmas memory as a child or as a junior higher or a high schooler or a college basketball player?
Okay, my favorite Christmas memory, I have so many, gosh, but the one that sticks out to me the most is a couple years ago we had this huge snowstorm. And it's so cool because when it snows in Texas, it's like a big deal because it doesn't snow here ever. So you just freak out, you're like, snow! And it was just amazing, and school got canceled for a week, so that's why.
I like that. School canceled for a week because of snow. That's typical Texas, and yes, it is. Well, Taylee Alexander, she wears number 30 on the court for the Lady Tigers. And how's your season been going for you so far?
It's been going good. You know, we had our first conference game against Letono, and it didn't really turn out the way we wanted to or hoped, but we're going to learn from it, and we're going to grow from it. And I think that if we come together and play as a team, nobody can beat us. Like, we have all the key components to be such a great team. You know, we have shooters, we have guards, we have post players. So I think our season, we have a really good chance of being great if we just come together.
You're a freshman from Rowlett, Texas, played your high school basketball at Rowlett High School. This is your freshman season here at ETB. What difference have you noticed playing high school ball and then jumping on the court at Ornelas to play NCAA Division III college basketball?
Oh, goodness. It's been an adjustment, you know, going from high school to college, just in every aspect, you know, with school and everything. But, you know, the girls have been great. They've helped me adjust a lot. And it's a lot more physical and mental, emotional. It's everything. But, you know, it's been fun. I've had a really good experience here. It's been great. So,
being a student athlete here at ETB, what's your major?
It's biology.
So what do you want to do with that degree? If you got biology as a major, what's your plans for the future when you graduate?
I want to be a veterinarian, and that's really why I chose ETBU, like one of the main reasons why I chose it, because their pre-vet program, 100% of people who go through it get accepted into veterinary school. So I was like, well, there you go, you know. I really want to be a veterinarian. Animals are my passion, so.
So the next question I was going to ask, what got you into wanting to be a veterinarian? How many pets do you have?
I only have one. My family only lets me have one. But if I see a stray dog on the road, I'll always be like, Mom, please. She'll be like, Taylee, no. You know, go take it to the animal shelter. I'm like, oh, gosh. But when I grow up, I really want to, have a farm so I can have, horses and pigs and just everything, ducks. I just love animals.
Well, we're visiting with Taylee Alexander here on ETB Extra, live from CC's Pizza in Marshall, Texas. And Taylee, kind of talk about your experience that you had when you went out to California to play for the Tigers. That was happened over the Thanksgiving break. We've had some previous players here, Amanda Rucker, talk about it. So kind of talk about the experience for you and what was it like for you to go play on the West Coast?
Oh, my gosh, it was amazing. I've never been in California before. And just seeing the palm trees and everything and the Hollywood sign, it was just a really fun experience. It was really good to be with my teammates and bond. We had such a good bonding experience there. And I really wanted to get discovered and get famous, but, you know, that didn't happen. But that's okay. But it was just really fun, you know. It was a really cool experience. I'm glad we did that. We played on Venice Beach. Like, what other team has ever done that before? I just thought that was so cool. And yeah, it was just a really good bonding experience. I love my teammates. They're
Of course,
awesome.
Venice Beach is basketball courts right there on the beach, right there in California. Kind of explain that practice. I mean, I know Amanda talked about how just people everywhere and the birds would fly in.
Yes.
Kind of explain that experience practicing with people just out there enjoying the California weather.
It was fun. It was kind of like nerve-wracking because there's so many people out there and they're just like watching you. We're all in our little ETBU uniforms. We were like doing our drills and people would just stop by and watch us. I kind of felt famous, to be honest, because they didn't know who we were or anything. They just saw us out there practicing, and it was really cool. It was busy out there. Like I've never seen anything like that before. I'm from a small town, so. Just
Rowlett's small?
Yeah, it used to be small till they built the highway right through it.
Okay.
But, like in Rowlett, everybody knows everybody, So when I went to California, it was just a whole new world.
Yeah, Rowlett, Texas, in case you don't know about Texas geography, just a little bit above Garland there in the northeast section of Dallas County there by Big D. And she said it's a small town. I remember driving through, and all I could tell was just bumper-to-bumper traffic. So to me, it wasn't very small.
Yeah, it used to be small. There used to just be cow fields everywhere, and then they started building everything. So.
Visiting with Taylee Alexander here on ETB Extra today. Kind of one last question I want to ask is, what do you like about playing with your teammates here at ETBU?
Oh gosh, they're just great. It's just such a fun experience, and they're like sisters now. When I first came, I was so scared. First practice, how are these girls gonna react to me? How are they gonna treat me? Because if you watch movies, it's always like the seniors, like bullying the freshmen, like you're not gonna take my spot, whatever. But it wasn't like that at all. Like they were so welcoming. They gave me tips. They gave me, encouraging advice. So it's just been great. Like I'm so happy that it turned out the way it did because I love it. It's such a fun thing. I love practicing. I love playing games. Like it's great.
I said it was going to be the last question, but I just thought of something that Coach Howard talked to me about before we came on. You had your first start the last game, didn't you? What was that like?
Woo! Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Like I was so nervous, but once you get out there, everything just goes away, and you just play the game you love, and it was great. Like at high school, I was the captain and stuff, and I used to start all the time, and then I came here. I'm a freshman. I'm not going to start. So when I started, it just like brought me back to my high school days. Like it felt good, to start again.
Well, good. Well, the next game for the Lady Tigers is tomorrow night, 5:30 tip-off against the University of Ozarks, their second American Southwest Conference game of the year. And Taylee, best to you and the Tigers tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by today on ETBU Extra. We'll have that game for you tomorrow on the ETB Sportsnet beginning at 5:30. You can also watch the live video as well as you click into etbsports.com. Taylee Alexander from the Lady Tigers has been our guest here on ETB Extra. When we come back after the break, we'll switch gears and talk about Tiger basketball. Assistant Coach Michael Prather of the Tigers will join us next on ETB Extra.
Gateway Tiger.